Hello, my name is Stacy, and I was able to successfully lose over 120 pounds in 2 years. And since then, it's been about 7-8 months, I've been able to maintain that weight loss. And I'm fixing to share with you how. Whenever I first started deciding that I wanted to lose weight, I had gained all the way up and I was almost 300 pounds. And I was having a lot of chest pains, and I just didn't feel right. I felt very unhealthy. I felt honestly like I was going to die. And because I am a mother of 3 and I'm a wife and I have people who depend on me, it got to be where it was like I was basically choosing a slow death because I just wanted to eat all the time. And so because I do have children and I do have a husband and they all depend on me, I had to start making better choices. And my whole entire life, I've fluctuated. I was born a chunky baby. I was a chunky child. I was very overweight all throughout school. And even after high school, whenever I got into college, that's whenever I first started losing some weight. Then I left college and got a job, and I still continued to lose weight. And I had got down, before I met my husband, I had gotten down to like 100 and I think it was around 140 pounds, but I was only 214 was my highest at that time. So I lost like about 74, 75 pounds. Met my husband, and of course, like most women do, you start eating, you get comfortable, you gain weight. I'm sorry, you're just gonna gain weight most times. And so that's what I did. Then I got pregnant with my twins, and I really gained weight. So I went from, let's see, I think whenever we got married, I was around 160 or so. And so I gained all the way from that to almost 300 pounds. I had my twins, and between the boys and my daughter, I was able to lose about 40 pounds. Well, then I got pregnant with my daughter. I gained all the way back up to about 300 pounds. I had her, and I never really lost the weight after that, and that was back in 2012. So from 2012 to 2016, I tried and tried and tried, or I say that I tried to lose weight, but honestly, I was just looking for a quick fix. Basically, like any other time that I had tried to lose weight, I was just looking for something. I wanted to lose weight and be skinny right then instead of being healthy. So this time I really sat there and figured out where I had made my mistakes. And so I figured out that instead of me looking for a quick fix and trying just to get skinny, I needed to focus on doing what I needed to do to be healthy, and also doing something that was maintainable. Because anytime you start anything, if you don't continue to maintain it, you are going to gain the weight back. You are going to become unhealthy again. That's facts. I'm sorry. And so I sat there, what was October 24th, 2016. I was driving to work thinking about, how miserable I was with myself, how depressed I was, and how I just felt like horrible. And I cried on the way to work. So I got to praying, and I'm not trying to, force religion on anybody. You do you. But I prayed, and I just asked for help. I had the faith that I could do it this time. So I decided on that day that's whenever I was going to do this. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. There was no going back. This was going to be my life. So first thing I did was I went on my phone and I downloaded MyFitnessPal. It was something I had done before, and it was something that I was going to do again. So I took and downloaded MyFitnessPal. I plugged in my information, and I figured out the calories that I needed to be eating for me. And I stuck to that for about, I think it was right at like 8 months. That's what I did, is I counted my calories. Yes, it was aggravating. Yes, it took a lot of time. Yes, it was stressful, but you know what? It worked. It's what I had to do. And then I got to a point where with everything with me, I get to a point to where I'm like, I'm ready to give up. I'm ready to quit. This is too much for me. And usually I would do that, and I would quit. And then I would be right back on that little roller coaster again. Well, this time, because there was no going back, there was no giving up, I sat down and I was like, why do I want to quit? And it was because it was too much on me anymore to have to sit there and plug in everything. And then even though my calorie goal was like around 1,200, 1,300. I was trying my best to keep it around 1,000. And it wasn't anything that anybody else was doing, it was me. I was trying to keep it around 1,000 because I was trying to limit myself because I thought that's what I had to do. So instead of counting the calories, because I'm the type of person, I eat I basically eat the same food every single day for like 2 months, and then I get tired of it, I find something new. So I already knew everything that I was eating was within my daily calorie limit, and I just quit plugging crap in. I quit measuring crap, but I still sort of stuck to the same routine of what I was eating, and I kind of went with that for a while. And then I started introducing some exercising. And of course, with any type of exercising, you've got to understand that with exercising and building muscle, muscle weighs more than fat. Do not sit there and start working out, get on the scale, and feel depressed whenever you've gained a pound or two. That is muscle, honey. That's what happens. It's okay. Continue on it. Don't give up. Don't get defeated. Honestly, put the scale to the side. The scale is your worst enemy. That only tells you a number of your weight. That does not tell you any value of yourself. Stop. Don't let it value you. You give yourself value, not the scale. Anyways, let me go back to what I was saying. So I did that for a while, and then I got to where I plateaued, because every time I would plateau, I always wanted to give up. So I plateaued, and I got to thinking about, okay, what else can I do now? How can I twist this? How can I change this? And I have what's called polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS. I know there is tons of women who also have it as well. That's one reason why I got twin boys, is because I needed help to get pregnant, and I took fertility. What? And so that's why, I married a twin, we took fertility, we had twins, so it was God's little blessing. But anyways, I have PCOS, and because I have PCOS, food, carbs, store of sugar. And I got to thinking, what is the best thing that I can do for me and my body? And that was to limit my carb intake. And yes, I had seen all the news about keto. I had read all the things about keto. And I'm just not that type of person where I can sit there and go, okay, I'm going to be on this specific diet. And so, because me, in my mind, and a diet, or the word diet, we don't get along, I wasn't doing keto. I wasn't fixing to sit there and start counting everything and trying to limit myself like I did again, whenever I was doing calories. It worked then. It wasn't going to work for me now. So I just started watching the carbs that I was eating. I started trying to figure out how I could take out certain carbs. I love rice. Well, I switch rice for cauliflower when I can. I love mashed potatoes. I switched mashed potatoes for cauliflower, or I even do loaded broccoli. And I'll put in some pictures towards the end of my befores and afters, and also the typical type of foods that I eat. I'll try to insert those at the end as well to kind of give you an idea. But basically what I did is I took, and it was like the foods that I enjoyed eating, how could I make them healthy? And that's what I did. So that was the biggest thing that helped me, because from day one, the only thing that I cut out was sugar-filled drinks. That's Coco. So hey, Coco.
Hey.
Sugar-filled drinks like, sweet tea, all that kind of stuff. I completely cut those out. Now, I will drink water. I don't like it, but I will drink water. But I like my diet drinks, and I don't care what anybody has to say about diet, whatever. That's what I choose to do. And so I cut that out, and I also cut out fried foods. I purchased an air fryer, and I cook all kinds of meat in the air fryer, and I love it. It's what I do. That's what I've been doing since then, and I just maintain. I'm not in, if I was in weight loss mode, I would start cutting back and worrying about the calories and stuff, but I'm not. I'm just in maintain mode. Now I probably will within the next month kickstart and try to do weight loss again, but I'm just trying to get into like a workout routine. And I do workouts at home using Pop Sugar Fitness on YouTube, or either I just have I have little small handheld weights and little things that I do to try to work out at home. But it's just, you get you the correct eating plan, the correct type of, meal, food-wise, diet type of plan, and then start introducing some exercising and just work towards it. Like I said, understand that the scale is not always going to be, you know, showing what you're doing and your success. So don't base anything on a scale. You have to base it on how you feel inside and how your clothes fit and everything. So, I mean, honestly, that's the best advice that I could give, is just worry about you. Worry about your journey, not anybody else's. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't compare yourself to me. You figure out what you can do and what you can maintain, because it's something that you're going to have to do forever in order to continue to be healthy. And then if you ever hit a plateau or ever hit a moment where you want to give up, really sit down and figure out, you know, how can I change this? What can I do to, you know, keep my drive going or to be better? It's hilarious. And so just do whatever you can do. Do whatever you have to do. Don't worry about anybody else. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave them down below, and I'll try my best to answer them, and I greatly appreciate it. So talk to you later. What?
Oh, and also, we're gonna take a picture of the things we're gonna write down the things that we told you about, and then we're gonna like show them at the end of the video. Okay?
Yep. All right. So we'll see you later. Bye. Good job. There you go.